Track 35. 1.
Government cuts to public spending triggered a second economic downturn.
2.
Many environmentalists believe that the offshore oil industry has resulted in significant damage to marine life.
3.
Interestingly, the Second World War contributed to the expansion of female employment, in particular, the increase in numbers of women doing jobs typically reserved for men.
4. A number of commentators have said that the recent public disorder stems from the high rates of youth unemployment. 5.
Some people even believe that your genes determine whether or not you succeed in life.
6.
The return of wolves to southern regions of Europe has provoked fear and anger among many farmers.
7.
There is evidence that some skin conditions can result from excessive cleanliness.
Track 36. Speaker 1.
My uncle turns 65 next year, at which point he'll presumably retire.
Speaker 2.
Do I think nurses should be better paid? Absolutely.
Speaker 3.
My employers have provisionally agreed to give me time off to complete my studies.
Speaker 4. Supposedly, Jim wrote the essay himself, but it looks to me like he had a bit of help. Speaker 5.
Ideally, I'd like to buy a flat of my own, but unfortunately, it looks like I'll have to rent for a few more years.
Speaker 6.
Inevitably, the new supermarket is going to bring more cars into the area.
Speaker 7.
I'd like to stay in Japan indefinitely, but I'm not sure that's going to be possible.
Track 37.
I guess one of the most difficult dilemmas I've faced concerns a colleague, Lydia, who also happens to be a friend. I'd been given the task of organising a series of social events for a group of school children visiting from Germany, and I thought it would be a great idea to work with Lydia, so I persuaded my boss to assign her to me as an assistant. I have to say it was a mistake from the start. Lydia was so disorganised, kept forgetting what she was to do, lost track of what she'd paid for, and so on. I suppose, looking back, she just didn't have the experience or the skills for the job. Don't get me wrong, she was a great laugh and we're still friends, but I had to work overtime to sort everything out. Looking back, I can see that I didn't really address the problem directly. I just covered up for her mistakes and made sure the programme ran smoothly. I didn't want my boss to intervene. I suppose I felt partly to blame because I hadn't really thought carefully about whether she was really suitable for the job. Anyway, that experience has taught me that it's safer to keep friendship and work matters separate.
Track 38. 1.
I don't really subscribe to the notion that men and women have fundamentally different styles of communication. Where's the evidence?
2.
You really have to question the credibility of some of the conspiracy theories surrounding the assassination.
3.
I didn't think we should invest in developing a new widget, but he put forward a valid argument and I'm now prepared to go along with it.
4. The accusation that the chief executive knew about the illegal activities of his employees is based on pure conjecture. 5.
The case for independence is now so compelling, I can't see an alternative course of action.
6.
The minister's stance of deregulation is bound to be biased. He's got a considerable financial interest in the industry.